Let's get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube, what's going on? It is your boy Coach DC coming back at you today with another video. And I'm often I was asked this question recently again. What do I do when the ball's in the air? Like, how do I go for interceptions? How do I determine, whether to go for a swat or interception? To me, my answer is pretty much always the same. A lot of my interceptions y'all see me go for are swats, but if I'm in the right spot, they still give me the interceptions. So what I thought I'd do is I just come up with some of the things that you guys should be doing, when the ball's in the air or slightly before. And first thing is play the spot, not the man, or play the ball, not the man. The ball and the spot to me are the same thing as far as I'm concerned. As a defender, you do get a chance to see that spot, on the ground, when the ball is thrown. And so, when you see that spot, to me, that's when I kind of, if I'm already not clicked on, like I was there, I was already kind of clicked on. If you go back and look at that one, I click on, once I see that spot or somewhere slightly before, and I try to, have just a little bit of anticipation, in terms of where I click. But one thing I do make sure that I do, this is the main thing, is that when I go for the ball, I'm always on L1 or LB, if you're on Xbox. And so when I click on, not necessarily when I click on, but when I go for the ball, when I'm in that position to go for the ball, I'm on L1 or LB, and I'm also on, either triangle, or I'm on square for SWAT. A lot of times, again, I go for SWATs a lot. Here's a SWAT right here. Yeah, it says play ball, but I'm going for the SWAT, but it gives me the pick because I'm in the right spot. I'm telling you, that is, man, I'll debate 1,000 people on that because I do it all the time. And so then when you're in that situation to go for the SWAT, it gives you the SWAT like I did on that play. That was probably one of the better plays I've seen. Right there, once again, that is not going for a pick. That's going for a SWAT. When you go for the SWAT and you're in the right spot, you will get a better interception animation, or you'll just get the SWAT animation and knock it down. For me, it seems like a lot of times when I actually go for a pick, a lot of times my guy won't do anything. Yeah, sometimes he'll just kind of just sit there and shrug his shoulders a little bit, or whatever. But a lot of times when you see me with those one hand or those spat catch kind of interceptions, that's a combination of me using L1 and square, which I'm on PlayStation. So yeah, so that's L1 and the SWAT button. Yeah, and so just those combinations, and it probably is a combination of those two buttons, because it seems like, yeah, I just always get one or the other. And so as I'm going for the ball, yeah, I get that particular animation that suits whatever the situation is. Now, another thing is when you're clicking on, you have to anticipate, where you're going to click to, and you have to have the stick going in the right direction even before you click on. Trust me, it's a tremendous help. It's like, yeah, you see, once I click on right there, you see my guy automatically turn around, automatically stop his feet, and basically just go straight up in the air. Even, at times they don't allow you to click on. You can hit the button, you won't click on, but your AI guy will still get a lot of those same animations. Another thing I would always tell people is use custom zone drops. You don't have to use them the whole game. I know some people don't like using them. You don't have to use them the whole game, but they help enhance your blitzes. When you can drop guys out in the flats, they help enhance your blitzes, when you're actually sending the blitz. And then they enhance when you're not sending the blitz and you're dropping guys off in the coverage. And it makes it, you can make it look like you're sending the blitz. And so, to me, I use them because of the consistency, because, when you're using the zone drops, they generally are going to be where they're supposed to be. Y'all know how I feel about match coverage. I can't trust it. It works for some people. It just does not. It's not, it's not big for me. It seems like when I use match, it just breaks down. And then I know so many different ways to break down match coverage. It's like, I just don't trust it. But another thing, this is like kind of off the cuff, but if you have like defensive ends or outside linebackers, in some of your defenses, like if you use those guys as in some of your zone drops, if you put reinforcement on those guys, man, reinforcement helps against like those little quick bubble screens and all that stuff, just those quick out passes. And also for some reason, it just helps. It seems like it helps like your defensive lineman catch, even if it's not activated. Another thing, switch stick. Got to start using your switch stick, fellas. I know a lot of y'all hate it, but man, you got to use the switch stick. I'm telling you, man, the switch stick is like everything on this game. The switch stick makes whatever zone you call it, it makes it another zone, because you can play that in between position. You can bait much better than the AI can. Another thing, deep half your corners, especially against I use deep half adjustments on outside corners against your seam throwing guys and your one play touchdown rollout guys. You got to start deep half in that corner, so that you run cover 3 stuff. You got to start picking up that seam guy, or at least move your corners in some manually. But it's you can play good defense on this game. Trust me when I tell you, I do it on a daily basis. Trust me, I have more trust in my offense. In my defense than I do my offense. Seems like the offense comes and goes, but the defense is like, if you put guys in the right spot for the most part, you know what I'm saying. You're gonna have some breakdowns. You're gonna have some drop picks. You're gonna have some blown assignments. But my defense keeps me in a lot of games, even when my offense, sometimes it's just one of those days where it's not clicking. But it's stuff you got to know. Defensive clocking technique all day long. I tell, if you don't have like Mechanics Bible or you one of the college or virtuals or whatever, man, you got to get it. Got to know how to read your opponents. In there, you got to know how to read the tendencies of your opponents. Guys come out in the bunch offset, and they're gonna run that, the little play with a motion guy and all that stuff. You just got to have your right adjustments, be able to send the right amount of pressure, and make sure that your guys are in the right spots. For the most part, that's not to say that they're gonna make the play all the time, but hey, if you're using your defensive clocking technique, I am here to tell you that in itself is something that's just, that makes my defense, that makes all the defenses I run go. You know what I'm saying? Being able to get a reaction from the other guys. You don't see safeties making plays like that, especially ones that are just in a hook curl or in a middle read. You know what I'm saying? He basically matched to the guy and then just creeped right in, you know what I'm saying? Just took his lunch money. Look at right there. Back pocket all day. But and just remember, I promise you, when you use the L1 or LB plus the catch icon and you go for the ball using timing, don't just run around holding it. Use it, in a timing type fashion. Anytime you're going for the ball, whether it's a user capacity like that or the play before, whether you're just running and trying to wall the guy off and get position to go up. You just gotta mix and match your defenses. You know what I'm saying? Defensive clock-in technique. I'm telling y'all, man. If you don't have a mechanics Bible or a college football guide, you're tripping. You are missing out on a big part of the game. And if you have it and you're not using it, man, I don't even know what to tell you. That's straight madness as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, man, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. It is your boy Coach. I'm out.